sure you like this video and subscribe to Mikez, okay? Make sure if you don't subscribe to Mikez, you're gonna have a fat forehead and a big hairline.
Well, I'm with the guy Max inside. Subscribe to him. Make sure you do. Still best content coming out. You know how it is.
Hello, welcome back to another video, people. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. Make sure you're smashing the likes and subscribing if you're new. We're trying to reach 1K subscribers before the end of the Premier League season. And yeah, let's get straight into it. It's a bit of a different video today. I thought I'd react to something different. Like in terms of not literally reacting to a video, but just talking about something different. And it is still to do with football. Baller League. Baller League, for those that people that don't know, is it's kind of like an alternative between it's six-a-side football, sorry. But it's also mixed with a lot of influencers and YouTubers. So you got SDS, consists of, Sharky, Elias, Fuad. You got Angry Ginge's team, United. You got Simon from the Sidemen, Mini Mentor. You got Toby from the Sidemen, the Top Jizzle. You've got Clint, who's, I don't know why he has a clothing brand called Tiz. He's like associated with Central C a bit. I don't know whether he's not his manager. I can't remember what their association was. You got Dave the rapper, Dave. But you've also got footballers and ex-footballers that have invested into these clubs. So Alicia Lehman and Maya Jama, I'm pretty sure, coach the same. Well, not coach, you know what I mean. They manage the same team. Ian Wright, Micah Richards, Alan Shearer, and Gary Lineker have a team. Luis Figo has a team. He hasn't been there in a long time. The Invincibles, some of the legends from the Arsenal Invincibles team have a team. And John Terry has a team. I think that's everyone. I don't remember if there's anyone else. I think I've said everyone. But then again, if I forgot, who cares? But I was just going to discuss whether people actually rate Baller League or not, how good it is it cringe? Should people be taking it serious? And also some of the recent drama. Yeah, it is actually very interesting, I can't lie. Because, for example, yeah, I watch the darts. I would like to watch the darts, especially the Premier League format. I'm a casual darts fan because I've only been a fan for like a year and a bit. And obviously in darts, it's there's quarterfinals, semi-finals, and a final in the same day. It's kind of a similar format, but with the group stage, where you get to watch like 5 or 6 matches in one night, which is very good. Not gonna lie, which is very good. It's very entertaining, and it goes on from I think 5:30 to 11 or something. I actually missed the first week because I was I had no reason to click on it. I didn't have the urge to click on that stuff. I was I'm not actually gonna watch it. Not even because I was oh, that's a terrible idea or anything. Just because I didn't really know what was going on. To be honest, I should have watched from the draft night, but either I didn't have time or I just didn't care. But the next week I was like, you know what, let me give this a watch, just because it's fuck it. What is the format? Now I'm intrigued because people are actually talking about it. It was making waves and stuff. And it is actually quite interesting, not going to lie. I know a lot of people don't really like the fact that YouTubers are taking it serious, or they don't like seeing YouTubers on Sky Sports. This is what we're paying Sky Sports for and stuff like that. And 100% hear that, but you don't have to watch it. I don't think you watch everything that's on Sky Sports anyway, so I don't think it's a case of, it's not like it's replacing something you already watch. It's not like they've taken a show away and they've replaced it with Baller League. Baller League was apparently already a thing in Germany, and I've only just brought it to the UK this year. I thought it was just a thing that the UK invented because I'm just ignorant like that. I don't pay attention to anything. So I just assumed it was a new thing for everyone. But I think it's been a thing in Germany for a few years. Now, recently, SDS and Angry Ginge got into a bit of a feud. Because basically SDS's team were losing a bit. They sacked one of their coaches. Sharky sacked the coach, brought in a new coach, and the new coach is a heavy improvement of what they are. I think the new coach is actually a former Arsenal Academy coach. They also kicked out a guy called Big John. Big John is a guy who you will see in a lot of goalkeeping videos for if you watch Chris MD or the Sidemen. Well, I don't think he's actually in Sidemen videos, but he's kind of around. Chris MD has him in his videos quite a bit. That's how I know Big John. And he does skits on TikTok, so he might have popped up on your FYP as well. He does. I don't know. He does bear shit. He's just about. So he was their goalkeeper. He got drafted in. Him and Sharky been friends for time, etc. as well. Angry Ginge, every time SDS loses, just been giving him shit because it's just that's what Angry Ginge does. Angry Ginge is a troll. He's a full-on troll. He's fucking hilarious. Don't get me wrong, he is, but he's a troll. He's a troll, and like he was really giving it to them, and I think it triggered them. I think it triggered them, and like a lot of them were lashing out a bit. Obviously, Faisal doing what Faisal does, lashing out is when he's competitive. You know what he's like if you've watched SDS Mastermind and stuff. Liaz, I don't think was like in Ginger's antics either. Basically, a lot of the streamers, so like a lot of the teams will have the streamers like in the stadium, so they have like own streaming booths. So SDS do watch-alongs, and Faisal and Liaz do the watch-alongs. I think others have done it as well, but it's mainly them two. And obviously their things are all next to each other. So when SDS are losing, Ginge just goes into a thing and gives them shit, which is it's banter, in it. It's banter, but I don't think they took it as banter. I don't think they took it as banter because apparently this has been brewing for a while. We knew that there was going to be a good fixture when Angry Ginger's team and SDS are facing each other. But I didn't expect it to get that heated. Basically, there's this thing called game changers, where like another rule will be added, like in a certain part of the game. So in this one, it was every foul is a 2-minute suspension. So you have to go out the game for 2 minutes. So what happened here was Donny, for you guys might know Donny, rapper. I don't. Well, actually, does he even rap anymore? Actually, I haven't had new music from him in time, but he's about on social media and he's a friends with PK Humble. Donny would like I've known about Donny for time just because when he made "You're Right," yeah, I think that's the tune that was like played in year 8 quite a bit. He barged into someone that was in the SDS team, and it went straight into the thing. SDS for some reason decided to like just get 10 people to start pushing him or whatever. And then Ginge obviously jumped in to defend his mates. Like, to be fair to like people like if you watch the thing, people like Ginge and Fuad were trying to break it up. But it's very hard to break that kind of thing up when everyone is just pushing each other. But I like the fact that they take it serious. I like the fact that both sides are taking it serious. Like, I like that kind of stuff. I like the reason why is that I'm thinking from my perspective, if this was me and I'm being competitive, I'm not here to take part. I'm here to win. People could be like, "Oh, they're YouTubers." Here's my thing with that. As everyone that like enjoys football, like Sharky supports Arsenal, some of the SDS guys support either Arsenal, Tottenham, Man United, whatever. Angry Ginge supports Man United. None of us like get the chance to be footballers because we're not good enough to be footballers. So what's the next best thing? If you can use your platform to then put yourself to the next best thing, and then to coach or to manage and whatever, if you can't play, that's the next best thing. You want to win something in football. It's like pro clubs. That's why I didn't take pro clubs so serious as well, because I feel like I'm in a team or some shit. If I'm in Sunday League, I'm taking it serious. I'm taking it serious. I don't care. I'm taking it serious. I'm having fun, but I'm taking it serious. I want to win. I'm not here to take part. It's okay if we lose. I'm not that kind of person. Like I like the fact that they take it serious. And yeah, it got a bit heated. For some reason, PK Humble got sent off, even though he was just in the crowd. But PK Humble was on the pitch at the time, but he got sent off, and then they were sent down. They were sent to 3 players, and then SDS equalized to make it 2-2 and stuff. So it ended up being a draw. SDS pretty much can't get into the top 4 to get to the semi-finals. I'm pretty sure top 4 go to semi-finals, and then final, and then I don't know what you get when you win. I'm assuming it's just a trophy, but it's a really good format. I'm really enjoying the format, not gonna lie. It's kind of a shame that it's actually gonna end next month, but it is what it is. Yeah, and so a lot of the controversy as well, referring to Big John, I forgot to go back to that, is that Big John obviously got released by SDS because he wasn't having the greatest of games to start off with, and then he got released, and then they substituted him with a new goalkeeper. And apparently, according to John, a lot of them, every time the good goalkeeper have a good game or SDS were doing well with the new goalkeeper, whatever, he was getting indirected a lot. He was getting like throw shade on quite a bit, and nobody came to be like, "Are you good?" And especially the people he's been friends with for a long time. Apparently, him and Sharky have been friends for 6 or 7 years, according to Sharky. So John was like, "Yeah, fuck it, cool. I'm gonna announce I leave SDS or whatever." I remember reading, like, because I follow him on Instagram, I remember reading the caption being like, it doesn't feel like you've ended on good terms here, but then Sharky's comments in, like, green hearts and shit, so maybe everything's good or whatever. Then Ginge brings him out when they're walking out, and he's wearing the United kit. I don't think they like that. I don't. The SDS guys didn't like it. Sharky called him a clout chaser. I think was it no, not a clout chaser, a sellout, which is basically the same thing when you're in the internet world. Called him a sellout and stuff like that as well. Just begging for attention and shit like that. And I'll be real, yeah. I don't think it's like as much as I just said I like that they're taking it serious. Does it come to a point, yeah, where like, okay, there's not really any point falling out of Baller League? I think I wouldn't react like that personally. Like I overreact quite a bit, but I don't think I would have reacted like that. I think I would have just looked at it and been like, "Oh, you're doing that? Yeah, we're gonna show you." And then when we do, and then if you do beat them, you're like, hold that sort of thing, hold that. But apparently nobody came up to check on John when he left. So I don't know. You can kind of understand it from both sides, I guess. Like to be fair, like tempers are flaring. When you get competitive, it is where it is. Like Sharky's head must have been hot because like you want to win this thing, man, and like that was like the last like resort to actually like getting something. And it's kind of mad because Deeper Trio is the Michael Richards team and United is Ginger's team. And Ginge actually got scratch marks on his neck, by the way. Apparently Ilias was kicking him allegedly or whatever. You can't really see who's doing what. You kind of just got to take everyone's word for it. But there's no one's apologized. Apparently Ginge was getting kicked in that fight, by the way. I forgot to refer to that. But Ginger's team beat Deeper Trio, who were like the two top teams at the time a couple of weeks ago. And then Ginge lost last week, and he was saying he was robbed because they shouldn't have had a corner or whatever, which is true. But listen, don't get me wrong, the refereeing is horrible. The refereeing is still just as shit as football because Mark Clattenburg's there. He's a shit ref. But also, they've got VAR there, and they take just as long in the Premier League as they're doing this. The refereeing is just as shit in Baller League than it is the Premier League. Which I don't know what's going on with the FA and stuff, but the people you're recruiting for referees, they're fucking shit. Simple as that. So I see a lot of bad decisions in this, even according to like the street rules or whatever. They don't keep to their own consistencies, typical English people when it comes to refereeing. Yeah, with Ginge, he beat Deeper Trio, which is Michael Richards' team. Then lost to Luis Figo's team. Then they said via robbery, which was his first loss after getting Deeper Trio's first loss. Their goalkeeper, by the way, I forgot the United's goalkeeper there. He's top player. Tyler Sutton as well. They've got some Tyler bloke. That's really good. Mackenzie Lau was the best keeper there. Santan Dave's team's goalkeeper. That's the best keeper there. Probably this guy. This guy could play professional. Like, I don't care. This guy could play professional. He's an amazing goalkeeper. I can't lie. So I don't know who draft. I didn't watch the draft thing, so I don't know what draft pick that was. But that's a like if everyone was to like be drafted now, that's a first draft pick. That's a first draft pick. That goalkeeper. You want that goalkeeper, you're set. You're set. There's a lot of good players there. I just haven't been able to gather everyone's names because I'm new to everyone apart from like, the ex-footballers down there like Michael Hector, Jolien Lescott, Troy Deeney, Josh Harrop, etc. I even remember the name Josh Harrop from time ago when he was at Man United. He's a bit of a shithouse in this one as well. You see that RTW team, there's no quality in that team. They're just pure shithouse. They just want to kick the shit out of people. All they want to do is just start fights and shit. So it is where it is. And apparently, according to certain people on the podcast, nobody rates Josh Harrop like that as a person. So apparently, he got into a feud with Ian Wright and stuff. It's funny, like this shit is just funny to me. Like, I think it's funny that these lot get into feuds. I think because it's like they're taking it serious. It's a weird world seeing like what I think Maya Jama's team beat Ian Wright's team. So Maya Jama coaching masterclass against Ian Wright. Not literally, but it's funny just to say that. Like who would have thought it? Who would have thought it? Like all of this shit is just funny. But yeah, I think the SDS Ginge one is a bit weird because I don't know why P. Campbell got sent off. I don't know whether it's that deep, but I like the fact that they take it serious. I do like the fact that they take it serious. I don't think it's worth falling out over. I think once everyone calms down, you'll realize that bro, there's things bigger than this. You don't need to fall out over this stuff. I do think like probably an apology is probably needed if Ginge did get kicked. Like, why are you kicking him? Why are you men pushing and kicking him? Like their coach was being weird. But it is what it is. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. Who cares? But I enjoy it. I enjoy Baller League. Last thing I will say, obviously KSI is a big part of it. I like KSI. I'm a big fan of KSI. Don't really watch KSI anymore, but I'm a big fan in terms of just in general what he's done on YouTube and stuff. I don't agree with a lot of things he says, especially nowadays, because he's become a brand sort of thing. KSI is a brand now. He's very much like, I'll say anything to sell anything. He's become that kind of person. So when people are asking like, is it an alternative to actual football? This guy was tweeting like, I think they can both coexist. Like, no shit, they can both coexist. Like, no offense to Baller League yet, it's fantastic, but it's not gonna overtake football. Like, it's very enjoyable, and I would have liked something like this to be, in the postseason around the summertime. Again, it's probably difficult to put events like on like this in the summertime, especially, but it's never going to be an alternative to football. I don't want to ever see it marketed like that either. I'm being real. If I'm being real, that should never be marketed like that, bro. It's never going to overtake football. But at the same time, it's very fun. It's very like chill, very entertaining. PK Humble is a fucking icon. The guy is an absolute legend. Like, just, bro, how can you hate PK Humble? I don't understand. I don't understand how you can hate PK Humble. I think Angry Ginge, as much as he's a troll, he's very hard to dislike as well. I think I wanted SDS to do better because I want all the YouTubers to do well because I'm a big fan of all of them. But I respect Fuad being in the coaching staff. He suits being in the coaching staff. I rate it. So big up to everyone that's involved in that as well. There's some good players, man. I do recommend it to anyone that hasn't watched it before because it's just very interesting to see like the alternatives of like Ian Wright losing to Maya Jam and bullshit like that. This fucking hilarious. Big up to everyone that's here. Make sure to leave a like. Make sure to subscribe. Social medias are in the description if you want to follow me. The email for the inquiries. I am trying to get to 1K before the end of the season. So if you are new here, please subscribe. It really means a lot. Trying to get to 1K with like 70 away or whatever. But yeah, take care, guys.